while since I've done a cooking tutorial. So tonight I decided I was going to make a chicken casserole. And this chicken casserole came from a recipe book that we got on one of our bed and breakfast trips. It was to the Baird House in Boone. It is no longer a bed and breakfast, so I'm not even sure you can get this recipe book anywhere else. But I've doctored the recipe up and kind of adjusted it to the things I have in my cabinet. But it's called Chicken Pierre. And this is a very easy recipe. I cooked up boiled 4 chicken breasts, and if your package of chicken breasts has 3 in it, just do the 3. I had 2 packs, and each of them had 2 in it, so I had to do 4. If I feel like I have too much chicken, I'll save the rest of the chicken for something else, or my dogs can have a nice little supper snack tonight. Or I think it'll be fine to put this all in my casserole. Because, I mean, what's a little extra chicken? It's not going to hurt. So, anyway, so I did 4 chicken breasts. I boiled them, seasoned them a little bit with salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic. Just very little garlic. Let me tell you what else you're going to need. I seasoned this with seasoned salt. You're going to chop up, I say in about inch pieces or just little bite-sized pieces, a jar. Let's say this is a 2.25 ounce jar of chipped beef. So I'll be slicing that up, chopping that up. You're going to use a cup of sour cream, stick of butter, a can of cream of chicken, a sleeve, 1 whole sleeve of Ritz crackers, and you can sprinkle some poppy seeds on the top just to make it a little prettier, decorative, just make it festive or whatever. I don't know. I've never done the poppy seed because I never thought I had poppy seed. That's something I don't think I usually keep, but I found this in my cabinet, so obviously I have poppy seed. So I may sprinkle a little bit on top, but I'm going to go away for a little bit. I'm going to cut up my chicken. You can either pull it apart with 2 forks, or you can cut it up. I like to cut mine up like some good bite-sized pieces. It ends up kind of shredding a little bit anyway, so I kind of get a mixture of both. But I'm going to go away. I'm going to cut up my chicken, get that in a bowl, and then I'll come back and we'll start cutting up the chipped beef. Okay, so I have cut up my chicken into bite-sized pieces like that. And I've already got my 1 can of cream of chicken and my cup of sour cream in this bowl mix. And so I'm just going to add my chicken now. And I did save that 4th breast only because I could have used it. But Bryant's he's wanting to lose weight, and he's wanting to really make lunchtime his good meal when he watches what he eats. And so I just saved it for him. Thought he could put it on a salad or something. So I'm just going to stir that around. You're going to think there's not much to this casserole when you put it in a dish because it's kind of thin. And it just barely takes up the bottom of a Pyrex dish. But when it cooks, you'll see. Now, I just sprinkle a little bit of seasoning salt. I did season my chicken a little bit with salt and pepper, so I'm not going to put much. You don't want it too salty. And the chipped beef is kind of salty too, so. And I love salt, so that's saying a lot coming from me. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to get out my chipped beef. And I just kind of break it down into a couple of stacks. And I cut it in half. Cut each half in half. So I'm cutting it into 4s. And then I turn that and I cut that again in half. So, I guess 8s. Right? Half. 4s. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's 8s. I'm not a math whiz. Don't like math. And then you just want to break them up. Be sure they're kind of loose because they do tend to stick together. So let me do this and I'll be back. So, see how I couldn't do my math and tell you what I was cutting it into. 8/4, 12/16, 16ths, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's about that size. It's just a bite-sized piece, about 1 inch. You don't have to measure it, just cut them up. And then just stir it in your mixture, your chicken and your sour cream and your soup mixture. And on the stove, I've got butter melting. All right, let me get my pan ready and I'll be back. Okay, so I have sprayed my pan and I'm just going to put this casserole mixture, and you'll see what I'm saying. It's not very runny but it'll get really good and ooey gooey. And you just kind of mash it down, and you'll have some thin spots probably. The boys are outside working on Isaac's truck, and that's what I keep looking out there at. And I have melted my stick of butter on the stove. And normally I would put these in a Ziploc bag and crumble them. But Ritz are pretty easy. I think I can kind of crumble them in the packet over my casserole. Sprinkle out the first little bit, and then I'll crunch some more. That way I don't have to mess up the Ziploc bag. And you just sprinkle these on top, like so. I preheated, I don't know if I told you, I preheated my oven to 350. Bryant just came in a while ago. You saw him in the back a while ago, I think. But he came in and he brought me this picture of we have a new calf. It was just born. In fact, the mama hadn't even cleaned up yet. It was that newborn. But it's the most unusual calf I think we've ever had. We bought the mom, and we knew she was bred. But we didn't know what she was bred to. And she's kind of an unusual color. She's kind of a brown, almost a brindle. And and she almost looks like suede. Which I guess she kind of is suede. But anyway. She's a very unusual looking cow. She's not like the rest of ours. Most of ours are Black Angus. And we didn't know what bred her. We don't know what kind of bull. But the calf is kind of a gray smoke color. You know, that bluish gray smoky color with a white face. And Bryant's camera does not take the best pictures at all. Or I would, I'd post his picture. So maybe if I can get supper in the oven pretty soon, I can go get a picture for you. All right. So there's the sleeve. Now, like I said, I had never done the poppy seed thing. I don't think that adds anything to the taste. Maybe just for looks. So we're going to sprinkle just a few. Maybe I shouldn't. Looks like they've gotten. Anyway, so let me get the butter. And I'm just going to drizzle this over. Y'all, Bryant and I did a video earlier today for our marriage thing. And seminar we're doing at church. It's so funny. We got Tina Turner singing in the background. What's love got to do with it? It's quite funny. All right. it is ready to go into the oven, and it only bakes for 30 minutes just to get, because everything's cooked. You cooked your chicken, so it's going to bake, and I'm going to make some stewed potatoes and green beans. So yeah, I served that chicken Pierre casserole on our fine china of paper plates. Y'all, it goes against me and the way I was raised to eat off paper plates. It goes against everything in me to serve out of the pots I cooked them in. Like, I like to put everything in pretty bowls, and it doesn't have to be fine china. It just has to be like real plates. But yeah, so anyway, I didn't serve it that way last night. It was on paper plates. Last night, Isaac was working on scholarships, applying for scholarships. Caroline came over and she was working on her homework. Bryant is taking some classes and he was working on his homework. And I was tired from cooking, so everybody was just busy and tired. And I knew that cleanup needed to be quick and easy. So I served out of the pots I cooked in. And you know, there is nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that. What's the saying? Work smarter, not harder. So, and my family could care less if they're scooping green beans out of the pot it was cooked in or a bowl. So, but yeah, that's just kind of a little bit of my mama that was ingrained in me. You serve things up. It doesn't have to be on your fine china, but at least have real plates. But anyway, oh well. We ate, our bellies were full, and it was good. So I don't guess it really matters. But I did go today, and it looks like it's about to pour down rain any second. But after we left the chicken houses this morning, we ran over to the pasture, and I got some really cute pictures of our new little calf. He is the most unusual colored calf I think we've ever had. And so, yeah, here, look at these pictures. Isn't he adorable? Isn't he adorable? Well, Bryant's on his way home, and we're going to keep working on our marriage questions that we're having the special Sunday, like a Q&A. So I probably won't upload any more videos until next week, and until we're working on our marriage questions, and we can share those with you guys. So here's your last chance. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. I'll put my email down below, or you can leave me a comment down below. We're going to answer some of these at our church service on Sunday. And then one day next week, we're going to do a special segment on my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife, and y'all have a great day.